Hey everyone, I'm Kosmo and welcome to another Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 video. Man, that title is always a mouthful to say. As you guys can see, I have strayed from the JDM and to the classics, to the muscle cars. Actually, frankly, the game just started recommending them as repair jobs, so I just started taking them on. As you guys can see, I'm level 24 now. I have $48,000 in my bank account, and that is after purchasing the next project car. Now obviously you guys have seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, so you know what the car is, but let me tell you a bit of a backstory. I actually traveled far and wide to the auctions and to the barns to try and find the car, try and figure out what the heck it is that this game actually offers. It turns out the auctions sell, either wrecked cars but still complete, or, very nice cars, also complete. So that was out of the question, didn't have the money for that, and I also wanted to rebuild something, so I went to the barns. The barns also basically sold complete cars, and I wanted to build something like from the grave. So I went to the junkyard, and I found this baby. 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is, let's just confirm. Sale Inspector Fastback, same thing. Now, there were a couple of other really cool cars in the junkyard. I actually had a whole, half an hour of raw footage segment recorded before this, where I went to the junkyard and I did all that. But I figured it was kind of just a waste of time for you guys to see all that. It was just, jibber jabber, me picking out cars. There was a Daytona. The Daytona was really cool. I think that would have been my second choice, but I really want to try and build this Ford Mustang into like an Eleanor. I don't think I'm even going to title the video after that because, the person that owns the rights to the name Eleanor just likes to sue people whenever they throw that name around or try and build a replica. Don't know if that applies to video games, but I'm not willing to find out, so, we're just gonna mention it, but not really refer to it as that. But in any case, guys, this thing is a certified clapper. It needs everything. Now here's the other reason I didn't really keep any of the junkyard footage, because I went searching for parts, right? I'm like, I'm gonna search for parts, I'm gonna see if I can find some junkyard parts for this car. Couldn't find a single thing, guys. I think I found like a bumper and it was at 10%, so can't even repair it. But I'm just going to start repairing this thing. I'm going to pull the engine, I'm going to clean the body up, get the interior cleaned up, we're going to get all that sorted out, get this baby painted up, and then start throwing some new parts onto it. I doubt there's any oil in this thing. We're going to get it up on the lift, and we are just going to basically strip it entirely. I'm going to strip it entirely, get all the parts, see what I can fix up, and then we're going to get it sandblasted, or, welded, whatever, and go from there. Well, I guess pull the engine as well. I'm babbling now. Oh, there's definitely no oil. There's no oil pan. Oh, well, that solves that problem. No drive shaft, no nothing. It's all good. This is going to be really fun. This is exactly what I was looking for, guys. I'm so excited to take this thing and turn it into something really cool. So, without further ado, let's start stripping it. Alrighty, guys, the whole front end is taken off. That is good. It is so rusty. I wonder how I'm going to identify what parts I'm missing. That's definitely going to be a tough one, but we're going to figure it out. I'm going to take the rear end off, and once all the parts are off, what I'm going to do is go through my list and see what can be fixed, or I guess see what needs to be ordered from the parts that I did take off, and then we'll go from there. I think once we get into reassembly, it's going to queue us anyway for what parts I'm missing, so we'll figure it out that way. Engine-wise, I kind of want to put something fun in this. I mean, it definitely deserves a V8, I think, but it would be cool to put like an inline 6 with turbos in it or something. I don't know. But we might just do a V8 just to, not commit any automotive crimes. Alrighty, let's get this rear end off. Alrighty, the whole rear end is out. I guess time to get the engine out. Well, I guess it would help to remove the gearbox first. I mean, hey, in real life you can sometimes pull it out with the gearbox, so I don't see the problem. Oh, well, I guess it's gone. Nope, it actually just gets moved over here. Oh, I thought I did. Oh, no, you put it on the stand. That's right. Alrighty, cool. So now that that's on here, we can worry about this later. And let's actually work on this car. Let's pull some panels off, because I'm going to have to fix those. Hopefully they're fixable. Excellent. What else can we pull off this thing? Actually, let's get this guy out of here too. Pull that off. Pull the headlight out. I'm just gonna have to get a new one, I think. I don't think I can actually repair that. Can I pull the steering wheel? There we go. Steering wheel. Perfect. Front left seat. Front right seat. And the bench. Lovely. Okay, cool. So now we can restore that stuff as well, I think. Hopefully. And go back to normal mode. Nothing else to take out. Let's see what's back here. The trunk lid. Cool. Taillight. Cool. Is that it? I think that's it, guys. I think this thing is ready to be welded up. So let's do that. This is gonna fix our car and get it to back to a nice shape. So let's get her done. Yes, I'm sure. Let's see this. Oh, look at all that rust go. Look at all that rust go. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, well, I kind of want to get this thing painted first. You know, seeing as that's kind of how you would do it. You know, technically you would do a rough assembly first, and then you would take it all apart and then get it sent off to, you know, sandblasting and paint. But since we don't really need to mock things up, we're not going to be putting parts on and then taking them off again. That's just silly. This thing can go straight to paint. So let's do that. Oh boy, I'm excited for this. It's still on cinder blocks. Awesome. Actually, nope, that's wrong. What am I doing? We need to wash this thing first. Look at that. Holy crap. That cleans up nice, man. I love that paint. What? Dude, I love that paint. Alright, let's do the interior. I'm gonna stop gushing over the color. Perfect. Look at that. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Alright, let's get this thing to the paint bay. Maybe I should have all the panels on it first. Let's do that. Let's go fix all the panels. I'm all over the place, but it's because I've never actually, you know, this is my first time doing this, guys. I don't really know the best order of operations. I'm just sort of running around and trying to figure out what there is to do next. Let's see. Oh, nope, that's the parts repair. We are going to get to that, but first I need to repair the body panels that I have. So let's do that. Hopefully I don't mess these up. Oof, okay, one more. Oof, okay, perfect. We got one fully repaired. Excellent. Cool, so both panels got repaired. I think I need both. Wait, is the trunk too far gone? Oh no, the trunk is too far gone. Okay, so we need doors, trunk, hood. Let's see what else the body shop has for this thing. Body tuning shop. I'm actually curious what they have for the Salem. Ah, okay, different lights. That's about it. A supercharger hood. I don't know. I don't think I want to run that style. But I'll think about it. I can always throw that on. I think I'm just going to buy stock parts for this thing. Wait a second. This is 1969. Mine's a 1968. I think mine's a 1968. No, I guess it's a 69. Wow. For whatever reason, I thought it was a 68. I swear it said 68 on it, but I guess not. 69. I'm insane. Cool. Well, let's get the stuff that we need. So we need a door, another door, a hood, the front bumper, and a rear bumper, glass, more glass, left side mirror, yes, right side mirror, perfect. Trunk, yup, windshield, yup, rear window, yup. Let's just buy new lights, whatever. Like, we're buying everything at this point. I think that's it. I basically bought everything they had. I could have just done it in an order instead of jumping around. Okay, good. Let's throw these parts on because I want to get the car painted all the same, right? So let's just throw all those parts on. I fixed the fenders though. I'm proud to say I fixed the fenders. There's the whole body. Perfect. Now let's see what we can paint it. Look at this thing. Beautiful. Oh baby, yes. Yes. Exactly what I need. Fortunately, we don't have the Eleanor hood. Sucks, but it is what it is. Also, it's just, I mean, it's obviously not a GT500, right? So it's fine. We're gonna do our best here. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a go. Car is dirty? What? I washed this thing. I guess I didn't wash any of the panels that I bought. I get it. I get it. My bad. All right, is everything painted? Yes, everything is painted. Cool. Oh, that looks so good. Honestly, a dream build right here. But, you know, needs to be a GT500. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not, you know, pretending to be silly here. I know that, you know, things like the quarter panels and, you know, like the rear taillights, the grille, a lot of stuff is different on the GT500 versus the Fastback. But, you know, a guy can dream. They didn't put a GT500 in the game. What can I tell you? Alrighty, so this thing is basically good to go in terms of like paint and bodywork and stuff. Really excited about that. I think it's time to put this thing back on the lift and get back to fixing all the parts that I took off of it. Or at least, you know, seeing what can be fixed. Oh man, this is gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. I really wish I could tone down the black in the stripes. Maybe I missed something. I might go back to the paint shop afterwards just to double check, because I always miss really simple stuff and you guys get mad at me. So I'm trying to do better here, okay? I'm trying to do better. Right, fixing parts. Let's go. I probably need to do something with the springs, probably. Oh, right, there wasn't even a shock on the one side. So I'm gonna need to, like, buy shock and everything. Oh my goodness. Maybe I can restore that rim? I don't know if that's the wheels I want to run, to be honest, though. I want to put something ricey on it. And by ricey, I mean, like, something that's not, like, necessarily a muscle car wheel. Something a little more flashy. Alrighty, fixing parts. Focus. Focus. Here we are. Alright, guys, the fixing parts montage. Let's see if I can salvage all this stuff. Alrighty, well, I fixed as much as I could, guys. There's still a whole lot of stuff in here that is red and unfixable, so I am going to add them to my list and buy them brand new. So let's get right to it. The one thing I actually don't know is how to fix interior parts. It almost feels like it's not possible to do that. That's very odd. I'm gonna quickly look this up just in case I'm missing something. Well, guys, doesn't appear to be the case. I don't think I can actually restore interior components, so we are going to have to purchase those, because I do want the car to be in pristine condition, and we'll just have to, you know, I guess, fork out the cash. Now, I'm in the salvage container because I'm curious about upgrading stuff. You know, I don't know if I should be upgrading all the parts to level 3 on this car. You know, should I be doing that? It is a cool car, but I mean, I want to restore other things too. I'll still think about that. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot. But for the time being, I guess we just need to go back into our inventory and, like I said, start ordering parts. Alrighty, I think I have everything on my list that, that I took off the car. There is going to be some other parts, but that's okay. We'll figure that out as we go along. Might just have to stop during the rebuild process and just order stuff off the tablet. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go salvage some parts actually, so I clear out my inventory. Alrighty, everything's salvaged. Perfect. We can buy the stuff on our shopping list now. Wonder what other steering wheels there are, you know? I want to get a little hip here. That looks like a cool one to put in there, I think. I wonder if I could have put any seats I want in there. For seat, I want to try something like this. I'm going to see if I can buy this and then put it on that car. Yo, you can too. That's awesome. I actually think the bench seats might be specific. But it don't hurt to try. Nope, only the Fastback. Okay, that's fine. That works for me. Time to sell that crap that I just bought. Where are all those seats, man? There they are. Oh man, losing so much money. Ooh, steering wheel. Right, gotta throw that on too. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's actually put the glass in. Mirrors. Cool. A little bit of fiberglass will fix that. Nice. Nice. And our body's almost complete. As I stepped back, I saw that I needed the lights still. Front and back, actually. License plate? Who needs a license plate, man? We ain't registering this thing. Psh, cool, I'm excited. Well, let's keep buying the rest of the parts. Alrighty guys, spent a bunch of money, got a bunch of parts. That is still not all of it. Now, let's take the steering wheel and all that stuff out and check if we can, in fact, upgrade those parts, or if I'm just tripping. Wow, you totally can. Okay, well, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I've decided, we gotta do it. What about stuff like the body panels? No. Okay, good. Good. Alrighty, so now I guess we can run over to our little salvage shed here and start upgrading our parts to level 3. Oh boy, here we go. Time to spend a lot of money. Totally just gonna run out of points. Yep, scrap needed. That's what I thought. I'm gonna need to salvage a lot more stuff, guys. Get a lot more scrap if I ever want to do a car fully with level 3 parts, because that is just crazy, man. Well, whatever. I mean, at least I got some stuff, right? Oh my goodness, that was a lot of scrap. Let's just put it that way. Okay, well, without further ado, I am going to start reassembling this beast. And we have a whole engine yet, a whole rusty engine that looks like it came out of a boat that was used for fishing in the Atlantic Ocean because it's so rusty. But we still have that to figure out, so I'm excited to do that. But let's do some car assembly for now, though. Alrighty guys, front end is basically assembled. I do have to assemble my shocks though. I did forget to do that earlier, so we're just gonna get these guys assembled and put on the car. While I was under the car, I also added some other stuff to my, I guess, shopping list, some exhaust components and whatnot, but now we're going to start assembling the rear end, and that is the one that was actually a little less complete than the front, so I'm gonna have to be buying some stuff for this one for sure. Alrighty, well the rear end's basically together as well. I'm surprised, guys. I had to buy a lot less stuff than I expected. It's also a very simple rear end, I'll tell you that much. But now, I mean, we can probably lower it down and see what the engine bay needs. Because we're gonna need stuff like coolant reservoirs, a radiator, all this stuff. And it's going to be very interesting to see. Oh, what? There's a fuse box here. That's cool. Never saw that. Let's take all these guys out. Perfect. We'll have to refurbish that. Just in case, I'm going to add that to cart. Radiator, power steering, windshield washer reservoir, battery, bunch of goodies, brake booster. Power steering? Really? On this thing? That's interesting. Okay. And then I guess there's going to be all the other stuff in the engine. But so far, so good. Let's get the stuff that I selected, and we'll go from there. Actually, let's see if we can restore that fuse box. I don't think we can restore plastic parts, really. Oh, wow, we can. Cool. Alrighty, so don't need to buy that. Beautiful. Perfect. Got all that good stuff. I think it's time to work on the engine, guys. Let's look at wheels. That is, like, very similar to what Eleanor had. Alrighty, well, let's go with, like, I don't know, 17s, 18s? Let's go with some race tires. Why not? I think for the fronts, I want to run, like, 245, 45, 17, maybe? Oh, man, this is so much money. This is what real life is like, too, unfortunately. And then for the rear, I'm going to buy 17, 275? A 40? I don't know. That seems okay. Let's give it a try. Let's just buy those wheels. Who cares, man? I got enough money. If I need to sell them, I'll sell them. Alrighty, let's get these babies mounted up. I'm just excited to get these things mounted up, you know? Oh man, look at those wide boys. Haha, love it. Love it. This thing is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited. 17s look kind of small. Should have gone with maybe 18s. Alright, let's balance these bad boys. Boom. All wheels balanced. Let's throw these babies on. I'm so excited. Gotta remember to throw the 275s in the rear. Oh man, this is gonna be so cool. Yes, baby. Look at that. I love it. I love it already. That looks so good. Perfect. Love it. Alrighty, guys. We're all mounted up. The offset is pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. I really like how those wheels look. I love it. I don't want to lower this thing down on the ground, you know? Oh, look at that. That looks so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's engine time, guys. I think it's finally engine time. I mean, there's some stuff I can put inside the bay right now. I guess let's do that. Alrighty, now it's engine time. Coming along nicely. So, let's take a look at this thing. I mean, I obviously want this thing to be pretty spiffed up. So, I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go into assembly mode. I'm gonna do a bit of a trick here. Part mount mode. See what's missing, add that to my list, and then everything I take off, I'm also going to obviously try and fix or buy brand new. This will be fun. I'm really excited. So now that I've basically scanned this thing for missing components, I know there's like an oil pan and other stuff that rely on other parts being together that I don't see yet, but that's like the heads and all that stuff, you know, no big deal. That's fine. I'm basically going to start just disassembling this thing and, you know, then fixing the parts and reassembling it. This is going to be cool. Actually, when I said heads, I meant valve covers. The heads are here. Just the, you know, the valve covers are gone. I honestly wish we could just, like, do a big single turbo Honda swap on this thing. That would be so blasphemous, but cool, nevertheless. What we should actually do is repaint that thing and turn it into the Mustang from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. where they swap the RB26 into that thing. That's what I should do, since I can't really make it into an Eleanor. That thing is actually a fastback, and I think it's way more appropriate. The only thing is, I think it had white stripes, and I still don't think I can change the stripes in that thing, but we'll check. We'll check. Boom. There we go, guys. The whole engine is disassembled. Now let's see what we can fix on it. Oh no, I lost one of the heads. That was probably one of the only times I've actually lost a part. Wow. That sucks. Big part to lose. Alrighty. Regenerator. That's right. That's me, baby. Well, let's see what this thing would need. Lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, but let's start adding it to our list.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Cool, got all that stuff, so let's buy it now.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty guys, bought a bunch of parts. Now, I'm actually gonna store all of them. I'm gonna store all of them because I want to build this engine for something else in the future. Now you may ask, well Cosmo, why did you just buy all those parts and spend all that money? Because I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget all the stuff that I need, so I'm just gonna put all this stuff here and call it a day. That's basically what I'm gonna do. Oh, I needed some of my spark plugs back. Can I have my spark plugs back? Thank you. And there we go, guys. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. I don't think an engine has that many parts, but cool. Nice to see that filled up now. Close that up, and I guess well, I'm gonna go salvage some stuff off camera, guys. Get rid of all the junk in my inventory, and then we're gonna start building the new engine. Cool, bunch of parts salvaged. We're at 103 salvaged. Not too bad, actually, not too bad. Oh, who repainted the car while I was gone? And who changed the wheels up? Well, if you guys have seen Tokyo Drift, you know exactly where this is going. If you haven't seen Tokyo Drift, well, you might have heard me talk about it earlier in the video. And I think I figured out what engine to put in this thing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The Eleanor paint job is just way cooler. I love that, like, gray on black. It looks really cool. For some reason, I couldn't get a double white stripe, only a single white stripe, but it is what it is. I also couldn't get 7-spoke wheels like in the movie, but, you know, it is what it is. No big deal. I actually wonder what this thing looks like without a bumper. Looks weird. Looks weird. Alrighty. So, we are going to be putting an RB26 into this, or at least, you know, some kind of Nissan inline 6 that this game offers. I think that would be really cool. Throw that in there, you know, fire up. Wow, that is not the paint job that I was going for, but that's okay. I guess it went for a little bit of a blue or green, but no big deal. I need to buy parts now. I spent a bunch of money on wheels and paint jobs. So I only have $21,000 left. I'm going to hopefully have enough for this engine, but I guess we'll find out when we run out of money. Eventually, hopefully not. But for now, I'm going to buy a block, and then I'm going to start assembling it and throwing it in there. Hopefully it fits. Let's give it a go. The BU2 Turbo. I think that's the one that we want. So I'm just going to go with that one. Now, one thing I actually want to check before I put this on the stand is, will this go inside the car? That would be a big bummer if it didn't. No, come on. How can I do an engine swap? Tell me how to do an engine swap. I think if you go to car status and engine, it might... swap options. I can't swap an inline 6 into this, guys. It ain't happening. I can't build a Fast and Furious replica. We're gonna have to go back to our crappy Eleanor clone. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, man. Well, I guess we'll just have to rebuild the stock engine, guys. That's okay. I'm a little sad. I really wanted to put an inline 6 into this, but I guess that's not happening. Well guys, we can't have our desired swap, but I did decide that I'm going to build the V8 with some oomph. I'm going to put some cool performance parts on it. I actually discovered that, there's a whole performance, tuning parts section here, so I am very excited for that, and I have purchased some components. I am almost broke again, but that's okay. I'm really excited to build this thing up. As you can see, I've got all these performance improving, there you go, performance improving parts to put on my vehicle. So let's do it. Let's build this really cool V8 engine with a supercharger. I did buy a supercharger. Yes, I did. Fresh start. If we can't have our, desired swap, then at least we're going to put in a high-performance engine at this thing. So let's get to it. I'm really curious if we can paint some of these parts. What? Yes. Oh, that's going to be so good. Red's kind of cool. Purple's just aggro. I think red looks kind of the best, to be honest. Red, but like solid red, Power steering pump can be black as well. I guess we can paint these clips black. Am I gonna spend 100 credits per? Yup, you know it. Awesome, so now that everything is painted, actually I also got some valve covers and I painted those red as well. But now that everything is painted, we can finally start putting our engine together. Now I believe we have to go here and go create a new engine and select the one that we want to build, because if we start rebuilding the existing engine, it's basically going to want us to build it in the stock configuration. And that's not what we want. We want this V8 twin carb OHV supercharged engine. That is exactly what we're going to build. So let's select that and start building. Oh man, that black block looks awesome. I love that. Let's throw a high efficiency power steering pump on here. High efficiency alternator. Gotta have that, Gotta have it spin smooth, produce all the power. Ignition coil, didn't bother painting that, who cares? Fuel filter looks really nice though, nice and anodized red. Got a camshaft, a hot camshaft, so hopefully this thing's got a nice chop at idle. Got the crank in there, cam gear, and the chain. And I guess let's just keep putting this thing together, guys. Oh man, that might be a little too much black. It kind of looks like a black hole at this point, but I still like it. I don't think I could have painted the water pump, but if I could have, I probably would have done it black as well. Alrighty, let's throw some nice forged pistons into here. I really wish I could do all these parts as like a, like a level 3 quality part, but that would take so much salvage to upgrade, just insane amount of salvage to upgrade. Alrighty, perfect. Now, we can build a fast engine all we want, but if we don't have a good clutch and flywheel, I mean, it's not going to be able to handle the power. We're not going to be able to put the power down to the wheels, so I got a performance flywheel. We're going to strap that on there. Got a nice clutch plate, also performance, and a clutch pressure plate, also performance. So let's get that all on there. Perfect. And now we should be able to handle the power that this thing delivers. Cool. So off to the top end, I guess. Let's start assembling the heads. Our fancy heads. Fancy headers. Headers look kind of cheap, actually. I'm not gonna lie. They look like that really cheap chrome stainless steel. You guys know what I'm talking about. I have to say, one of the most tedious parts about this game is actually installing all of the rods and rockers into the heads. Like just this process right here. Valve push rod. Do that again 16 times. And repeat that on the other side after we do the spark plugs. I like how I said this is one of the more tedious parts in the game. Meanwhile, this is exactly how it would be in real life, and it's probably not only tedious, but also a little nerve-wracking. At least if you don't, do it professionally. Get our fancy valve covers on. Love it. Alrighty. Supercharger intake, baby. Let's do it. Nice. And supercharger? Yeah, baby. Oh my goodness, this thing is gnarly. Okay, I need a supercharger belt. Gonna have to buy that. Let's get our wires in while we're here. You don't have the necessary parts. Are you kidding me? Boom. That's cool. That looks so cool. Alrighty, let's get the carbs on there. We got our fancy 4-barrel carbs as well. Boom. Look at that, guys. Gnarly. Absolutely gnarly. That's just, oh, that's deadly. I love that. That's so cool. Okay, we gotta flip it, though. We gotta flip it, because I have to still do all the pistons and put the oil pan on. Once again, this is stuff you do ahead of time, like before you put the flywheel on and all that, but it's whatever. And we're definitely going to need that hood now. Or just run no hood. Let's just run no hood. Psh, who needs a hood, right? Really too bad I don't have a dyno. Alrighty, guys. I think she is done. I think she is ready to be put in the car. So let's get this thing off the engine stand. Take engine off. Perfect. Get our engine hoist here. Engine crane. Slap our engine in. Woo-wee! Haha, love it. I love it so much. This hood's not closing. Yeah, that hood's not closing. So let's see how much a new hood costs and if I'm even going to like be able to. Come on, can I get this guy back? Right. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been playing this game for far too long in one sitting right now. Let's get a hood for this thing. Gotta go paint it now. I am literally like running out of money here. I'm gonna have to sell this thing just to keep my business running afterwards. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Oh, no. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh no, is that hood not gonna have the stripes? Oh man, I'm wasting so much money here. Please have the stripes. Please. It doesn't have the freaking stripes.
Hey, where's the freaking gabagoo?
And it's the wrong color, man. Gotta repaint the whole car. But first, I gotta make sure I have enough money for a drive shaft. Here I am. Once again, I'm torn into pieces. Another $1,000. Just take it. Just take all my money. I don't need it. Clearly, I don't need all my money. Clearly, I just love spending money on random stuff. Alrighty. Pop the hood. Don't really need to do that, actually. We need to put the transmission back in. And we need to put a drive shaft in. Fill up the fluids. And this thing will be ready to go for a test drive. And I guess we should put the other wheels on. Because these were for the Tokyo Drift replica, which didn't end up happening. Ooh, one thing I wanted to do is actually swap out this fuel pump because I did get a fancier fuel pump. Gonna need that for the supercharger. Yeah, baby. Let's see if we can afford a performance exhaust for this thing. Well, I guess we're not running mufflers, guys. I could only afford basically down in the middle, so it's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it actually lets us run it without exhausts. That'd be great. Middle mufflers is all we need. That's fine. This is fine. Oh my goodness. I didn't buy a drive shaft. I hope I have enough money for a drive shaft. Oh no, I gotta sell stuff, quick. Surprisingly enough, I actually recouped a bunch of money back with some of these parts, so that's good. Maybe I can afford a whole exhaust after all. Boom, got the full exhaust and everything. Guys, I think this car is complete. I think this car is done. We just have to fill up the fluids. I am so excited. Oh, it's looking so good. Love it. Absolutely love it. Doesn't need to be on the lift anymore. Let's fill this baby up. I like how the fuel filter is just not connected to anything. Top off the oil. Brake fluid. Cool. And we have to get the coolant. It really is too bad that you can't like connect hoses up and stuff like that, like fuel lines. You know, it seems like there's some visual stuff that would be cool if it was in the game. Alrighty, guys. She's good to go. She is good to go. Let's go move this thing out into the yard. Well, I guess into the parking lot. And start it up. Oh. Okay, let's put the interior back in first. So embarrassing. I'm the king of saying we're done and then totally overlooking some dumb thing that makes it so that we're totally not done. Okay, let's get in here. Oh man, that's so cool. Well, let's drive it somewhere. I mean, heck. Oh, I know where that clip is. I know exactly where that clip is. It's those darn clips on the distributor that I powder coated. There we go. There's one, and there's the other one. Awesome. Cool. That should be it, I guess. I'm so embarrassed. How did I miss the radiator fan, guys? How was I not prompted for the radiator fan? I definitely was prompted. I'm just blind. I'm probably clinically blind or something. This is this part of the game where it just completely insults me. There we go. Yes. Okay, so where should we go? Test track, racetrack, speed track. Let's go to the racetrack. Why not? I'm also curious how I can sell that thing and how much I could sell it for. If I can sell it for like 50 grand, I'll do it. Awesome. Accelerate to start. Oh man. Oh, there's so much power. Oh no. Oh jeez, it really wants to go. Yeah. Oh no. Typical Mustang fashion. Just wants to spin out into the crowd. Wow. Can we do a burnout? Yes. Yeah. I love this thing. Oh man. Can I play this with a controller actually? Nice. There we go. This thing is fast. Wicked. Oh, no. Oh, what? Weird buttons? Okay. It handles weird, though. Handles very weird. I'm not gonna lie. That supercharger whine, though. Wow. We are going fast. Oh, I guess it's only got 4 gears. Makes sense. Jeez. Oh, okay. So what I thought was handbrake. Wait, what? Random camera mode? What I thought was handbrake is actually, like, menus, so, yeah. Oh, boy, this is cool. I built this car, guys. This thing was a junker when I started with it. That's cool. Love that sound. Let's actually try and, like, drive normally, I guess. Not spin out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no! Don't give me a fast car, I guess. Can we do donuts? Yes. Oh, what? It, like, has traction control or something. He just shifts back into neutral. That's odd. This is awesome. Needs an alignment. I feel like it needs an alignment or something. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's so cool, though, man. Being able to, like, build a car basically from the ground up and then drive it in this game. Just so much fun. Especially, like, I don't know. I was gonna go buy a car today in real life, and it kind of fell through, and I was really excited about it. It was a 2001 Lexus IS 300 2JZ, baby! Not the GTE, you know, it's a 2JZ GE, but still, would have been a really cool car, and unfortunately, you know, this just didn't work out. But this was definitely fun to kind of get my mind off that and build a cool car in a video game. Super exciting. Super exciting. Well, let's go back to the garage here. And I want to see how we can value this car. I want to see what this car is worth now, you know, after I've put in all this goofy work into it. Let's see what I can actually get back if I were to sell it. I love how this thing looks, man. I love it so much. Dream car. Alrighty, well, let's see how I can get this thing appraised, I guess. Car origin, junkyard. Shh. We don't talk about that. Okay, that's not what it makes right now, though. See, I need to dyno it. I'd love to dyno it. I'm not gonna sell the car until I dyno it and stuff like that, because, well, oh, no license plates. Whoops. Whoa! Holy moly, I can sell it for 87 grand? Wow! That is a lot of money. I'm like doubling my money, guys. This is crazy. Holy moly. That's a lot of cash. I'm not gonna sell it just yet. I'm just gonna do more jobs to get more cash until I have a dyno, and then I'll dyno the thing, and then I'll probably sell it. But oh my goodness, $89,000. Woo-wee! This is awesome. Never been in an accident. Never. 0 accidents. Oh no! But man, guys, just seeing what we've come from to this, it's absolutely amazing. I am so happy with the result. I really enjoyed the process. It was my first like ground up restoration. I even got custom seats, man. Look at me go. Everything's coming up Cosmo. But yeah, my first ground up restoration. I know I've tried to do it on a customer's car before. It didn't really work, but you know, this turned out really nice. I mean, we couldn't get, you know, level 3 parts, but that's okay. That costs a lot of money, guys. That costs a lot of money. You have to grind so much in this game just to get enough scrap to upgrade every single component to level 3. But hey, I guess that's the beauty of it, right? Is if you want to, then it's a very prestigious achievement. So there you have it, guys. Something's up with the shadows. That's the only thing in this game, is something's up with the shadows. But in any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching me rebuild this 1969 Mustang Fastback. I certainly had a blast. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do another car, you know, see what the junkyard has in store for us yet again, and maybe we'll do another episode like this if you guys enjoyed it. But in any case, if you did, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing what you guys think about these videos. And of course, if you did like the video, definitely leave a like down below. Helps the video be seen by other people. The algorithm does its magic. And if you guys aren't subscribed yet, subscribe for more awesome content. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye! I wish there was an open world I could go drive this thing. I just want to get into this thing and drive. So cool. So cool. I'll see you guys later.